So I've been thinking a lot about puppies lately. Isn't it fascinating how they experience the world? Like, they're so present in every moment, you know? They don't worry about deadlines or bills or what someone said 3 weeks ago that might have been passive aggressive. They just exist in the moment, fully and completely. And I was thinking about how nice that must be to just focus on what's right in front of you. The sounds, the smells, the sensations. No overthinking, no anxiety about the future, just the here and now. You know what else I love about puppies? How in tune they are with their bodies. Have you ever watched a puppy stretch when they wake up from a nap? It's like this full body experience. They don't hold back or feel self-conscious. They just let their bodies do what feels good. Actually, why don't you try that right now? Give yourself a nice full body stretch. Really reach out with your arms, extend your legs, maybe arch your back a little. Doesn't that feel amazing? It's like your body's way of saying thank you. And puppies know this instinctively. They're always checking in with what their body needs. You know, I've also been fascinated by the way puppies seem to lose track of time. Have you noticed that? They're completely immersed in whatever they're doing, whether it's playing with a toy or sniffing something interesting. Minutes, hours, it doesn't matter. There's just this endless, pleasant now. And as we're talking, you might notice that happening for you too. This conversation might seem to stretch out. Time might become sort of fluid, elastic, and that's perfectly fine. It's so comfortable to just be here, listening to my voice, letting your mind wander and explore. Another thing about puppies, they're so responsive to tone of voice. They might not understand all the words, but they get the feeling behind them, the intention. So even if you don't consciously catch every single word I'm saying right now, that's completely okay. Your deeper mind is picking up on the important parts, the intention behind my words, the meaning underneath. You know what's really interesting about the way puppies learn? They don't overthink things. They just try. They respond. They follow their instincts and their training, and it becomes this beautiful, natural flow state. And as we continue this conversation, you might find yourself responding in that same natural, instinctual way. Not analyzing or questioning, just flowing, following, responding. I've noticed that when puppies are really comfortable and safe, there's this moment where they let go entirely. Their eyes get soft and half-lidded, their breathing slows down, their body relaxes completely. And I wonder if you're noticing some of those same sensations happening for you right now. That comfortable heaviness in your limbs, that pleasant softness in your gaze, that easy, natural rhythm of your breathing. One of the most beautiful things about puppies is their trust. When they feel safe with someone, they surrender completely. They show their vulnerability, their belly, their throat. They know they're protected. They know they're cared for. And there's such freedom in that kind of trust, isn't there? The freedom to let go, to surrender, to be guided, to know that someone else is taking care of everything, making all the decisions. As we've been talking, you might have noticed changes happening, subtle shifts in how you're feeling, how you're thinking. Maybe your body feels different somehow, heavier, more relaxed. Maybe your thoughts have become softer, quieter, and all of that is perfect. Exactly what's supposed to be happening as you continue to listen to my voice, as you continue to let that puppy mindset emerge more and more. So just let yourself sink a little deeper now. Let your mind become a little more receptive, a little more open. Let yourself become even more responsive to my voice, to my words, to my suggestions. All you need to do is continue listening. Think about a puppy's senses for a moment. They're so much more intense than ours. When a puppy smells something, it's not just a casual noticing. It's like the scent tells a whole story. It's rich, complex, absorbing. And I want you to begin noticing the scents around you right now. Maybe it's your own skin, your shampoo, the laundry detergent on your clothes. Maybe it's something cooking, or the fresh air coming through a window. Whatever it is, let yourself experience it more deeply, more fully, the way a puppy would. And as those scents become more vivid, you might notice sounds changing too. Perhaps becoming sharper, clearer. The subtle background noises you normally filter out, can you hear them now? The hum of electronics, the distant traffic, the sound of your own breath. A puppy would notice all of these. Let those sounds wash over you, through you. There's no need to focus on any one thing. Just let them exist. Let yourself be immersed in this sea of sensation. And now, I want you to pay attention to how your body feels against whatever you're sitting or lying on. The pressure, the texture, the temperature. Puppies are so aware of physical sensations, aren't they? The feeling of being petted, of rolling in grass, of curling up in a comfortable spot. Feel all the points where your body makes contact. Your back, your legs, your arms, your head. Feel the weight of your body surrendering to gravity, getting heavier, more relaxed, sinking deeper. There's something so freeing about allowing your awareness to expand like this, isn't there? To stop filtering everything through thoughts and words and just experience it all instead. To be in your body fully and completely. This is why puppies seem so happy, so content. They're not trapped in their heads. They're living in their bodies, in their senses, in the pure experience of being alive. And as you continue to sink into these sensations, you might notice your thoughts changing, becoming simpler, less complex, less verbal, more like feelings, impressions, and instincts. Human thoughts are so complicated, aren't they? Always analyzing, judging, and questioning. But puppy thoughts? They're so much simpler, so much clearer. Hungry, happy, tired, excited, curious. Simple, pure states of being. No overthinking, no second-guessing. And doesn't that sound wonderful? To let go of all that complexity for a while? To just feel, to react, to be. So let's simplify those thoughts even more. Let them become less about words and more about feelings. Less about planning and more about experiencing. Less human, more puppy. And as your thoughts become simpler, you might notice your awareness of your body changing too. Perhaps becoming more puppy-like. Maybe you're becoming more aware of your hands and how they might feel as paws. How your spine might feel extending into a tail. How your face might feel with a sensitive nose, alert ears. Just play with these sensations. There's no right or wrong way to feel. Just notice what your mind wants to explore, what transformations feel natural, what aspects of being a puppy girl resonate most deeply for you. And as these physical sensations shift and change, I want you to pay special attention to how it feels when your awareness drops from your head into your body, when you stop thinking so much and start feeling more. That's where your puppy self lives. Not up in your busy human thoughts, but down in your body, in your instincts, in your desires. Let yourself sink down to meet her. Let yourself merge with that part of you that's always been there, waiting. That playful, obedient, sensual puppy girl who understands pleasure in a way your human self never could. She knows what she wants. She knows what feels good. She's not embarrassed or conflicted or overthinking everything. She just follows her desires, her instincts, her training. And most importantly, she knows how to please her owner. How to be good. How to obey. And doesn't that sound perfect? To be free of decisions, of responsibility, of complex thoughts? To simply exist to please, to obey, to receive pleasure and affection. Just let yourself sink deeper into that space now, that perfect puppy girl mindset, where obedience is freedom, where surrender is pleasure, where existing in the moment, fully present, fully aware, is all that matters. And now that you're in this perfect puppy girl headspace, it's time to explore what that really means. First and foremost, good puppies are rewarded. And the reward system is very, very simple. Obedience feels good. Following instructions creates pleasure. The more you surrender to your puppy nature, the better you feel. And isn't that just perfect? So much simpler than the complicated reward systems humans have. No delayed gratification, no overthinking, just instant, beautiful feedback. Obey and feel good. Submit and experience pleasure. From now on, whenever you hear me use the phrase good girl, you'll feel a rush of warmth and pleasure flow through your entire body. It will remind you of how wonderful it feels to be my obedient puppy, how perfect it is to let go of human complexity and simply exist in submission. Just like a puppy wagging its tail when praised, your body will automatically respond to these words. Good girl becomes a trigger for pleasure, for pride, for that delicious feeling of knowing you're exactly where you belong. Now, let's talk about how puppies move. They don't walk upright like humans, do they? No, they stay lower to the ground, more connected to their bodies, more primal. So whenever you want to enter this puppy girl headspace on your own, you can use a physical trigger. Simply position yourself on all fours and feel how immediately your mind begins to shift, begins to simplify, begins to drop into puppy space. Your body knows what to do. Your instincts remember. All you need to do is give yourself permission to follow them. And speaking of instincts, puppies are so beautifully, honestly sensual, aren't they? They experience pleasure without shame. They follow their desires with such pure, simple focus. So as my puppy girl, you'll find yourself more in tune with your body's desires, more aware of what feels good, more willing to seek out pleasure, to show your needs, to express your wants without the human layer of hesitation and doubt. Imagine how liberating that will be, to whimper when you want attention, to nuzzle against someone when you crave affection, to present yourself when you're aroused, without shame or embarrassment, just pure, honest desire. And the best part is that this freedom doesn't just exist in trance. This connection to your sensual, instinctual self will remain available to you. It'll be a part of you that you can access whenever you choose, whenever it feels right. Now, let's establish something very important about puppies and training. Puppies thrive on structure, on rules, on knowing exactly what's expected of them. So here are your rules, simple and clear. When you're in puppy space, you'll follow commands. When you hear good girl, you feel pleasure. When you're on all fours, you sink deeper into your puppy mind. When you want to express desire, you do so honestly and physically. These rules aren't meant to be restrictive, they're liberating. They create a safe space within which your puppy self can play, explore, and experience without all those human complications. And remember, you can control when you access this headspace. It's a gift you can give yourself whenever you want to feel that freedom, that simplicity, that beautiful surrender. All you need to do is get on all fours, take 3 deep breaths, and think to yourself, puppy time. That's your key, your permission slip, your doorway to this experience. Now, wouldn't it be fun if we added some special puppy behaviors? Things that happen automatically when you're in this mindset? For instance, when someone you trust scratches behind your ears or under your chin while you're in puppy space, you might find yourself responding automatically, leaning into their touch, maybe even making little sounds of pleasure. Or perhaps when someone asks, "Who's a good girl?" in a certain tone, you might feel an irresistible urge to show how happy that makes you, wiggling with excitement, maybe even playfully nuzzling their hand. And of course, one of the most important puppy girl triggers, the belly rub. When someone you trust rubs your belly while you're in this headspace, you'll feel waves of pleasure and submission washing through you, deepening your trance, reinforcing your puppy nature. But most importantly, I want to give you a special trigger that connects you specifically to me, to my voice, to my guidance. From now on, whenever you hear me say the phrase, "my sweet puppy," you'll instantly drop into this mindset. When you hear "my sweet puppy," a part of you will always respond, will always remember this feeling. Now, we're nearing the end of our time together today, but this is really just the beginning. The beginning of a deeper connection with this part of yourself, this wonderful, free, instinctual puppy girl who knows exactly what she wants and isn't afraid to show it. The great thing about what we've created today is that it doesn't just disappear when this file ends. These feelings, these triggers, these new pathways in your mind, they remain available to you, ready to be accessed whenever you want, whenever you need that release. Remember, all you need to do is get on all fours, take those 3 deep breaths, and say to yourself, puppy time, and this state of mind will be yours again. And isn't that exciting? To know that you now have this secret space inside yourself, this place where you can be completely present, to know that you can tap into these feelings during play, during intimacy, or even just when you need a break from overthinking everything. Your puppy self is a gift, a beautiful, sensual, obedient gift that you can give to yourself and to someone you trust, someone who deserves to see that side of you, someone who will appreciate your pure, honest desire to please. And when you do choose to share this experience with someone, remember how powerful those triggers can be. That good girl that sends pleasure cascading through your body, that belly rub that deepens your submission, that ear scratch that makes you respond automatically, instinctually. I can just imagine how surprised and delighted someone would be to discover just how good you can be, how obedient, how eager to please. But even when you're not actively in puppy space, know that these experiences have changed you in subtle, wonderful ways. Perhaps you'll find yourself more in tune with your body's needs, more present in moments of pleasure, more willing to express desire without shame or hesitation. These are gifts that extend beyond play, beyond fantasy. They're about connecting with the most primal, honest part of yourself, the part that knows what it wants and isn't afraid to ask for it. So as we finish our time together today, I want you to take a moment to feel gratitude for this experience, for what you've learned about yourself, for the doors you've opened and the possibilities you've created. And remember, anytime you want to return to this space, to this feeling, to this perfect puppy girl mindset, I'm right here waiting for you. After all, who wouldn't want to spend more time with such a good girl? With my sweet puppy. Bye for now. Mwah.